Okay.
Hey, how's it going, friends? My name is Shudaki from the Let's Play channel HalvedStudios, and we'll go back to more Let's Play TAC and the Great Juju Challenge. And joining me today is my friend and frequent co-commentator,
Tenaeus!
Yay!
Yay!
Right. So in the last episode, we did another one of those, another Juju trial, and knocked that one out of the park. And...
No hurry, I got all day.
Sorry, I had to cough up blood there. And in the last episode, we also got Juju powers. Oh, jeez. So I had to press all the buttons on my controller to figure out which one did it. So we both have different spells, and I really like how we have different spells each. Lock spells are generally more combat oriented, and yours are more
Get over here.
traversal focused. So you can actually pull me to you.
Get over here.
If you could ever aim forward.
Get over here.
Which is really useful. Alright, let's get started. Yes. So, Juju powers are pretty interesting. Because Juju powers are basically they're not like magic. You don't do them yourself. They're actually granted to you by the Juju gods themselves. So when you call forth their power, the Juju itself literally makes the thing happen. So we're basically warlocks. Oh jeez. Why do we always fall at the same damn time?
Drift compatible.
We're basically warlocks. Because we pull our power from an otherworldly patron. In fact, we really are warlocks because like we use that raw energy to enhance our physical abilities as well. Got it.
Paying cartoons, teaching my kids about wizard school.
Oh no! Warlocks are not wizards. Warlocks are evil.
The character that I'm voicing, it's all the same to them.
This is a chanting spell.
Yeah, so.
Its power
Block is
magic.
possessed.
I'm sure we'll have to complete the chant before we can go on.
Oh, I love this. I love this. I'm gonna do it. Watch me utterly fail because again I don't know the controls. Oh, which one's A? No, go away. Go away. I'm doing this. Go away. Go away. I'm doing this.
That matches the light on the stone to launch sacred symbols into the air. Then
down.
You press the buttons that
Y.
match the sacred symbols
Y.
to release their magic. Any mistakes will cost time.
Okay.
The faster you finish the chant, the better.
Y. Up. Y. X. No, that's B. Those are B's. Okay. There we go. X and B. That. Okay. X. Y. Got it.
And a...
I'm not using a controller designed for this game, so when it says A, I don't have an A on my controller.
You don't have an A button?
Oh wait, I actually do have an A button, but it's not where the other A button is.
Well...
Yes, it's A, but if I pressed A when it says A, it would be wrong.
Okay. Oh, are you saying you figured it differently?
Yeah, I configured it differently, but then I forgot it because I did it like 3 years ago, and now I'm just kind of randomly pressing buttons and hope things happen.
Well, that, you silly person, why did you go and do that?
Oh, because I don't care. I do care. Oh, you
see that? That rocker took a jewel and made a new bad guy.
That hardly seems fair.
So, this level is actually based off of another TAC 1 level, the Graveyard. The Graveyard is probably my favorite level. It's actually more of a tutorial level than anything, but it's basically the burial site of all the Pupanunu ancestors, and you have to like throughout the area you have to go and find like Pupanunu ancestors. Just throw at them.
Oh,
You have to find Pupununu ancestors and lead them out of their tombs to help them find their rest in the afterlife.
I can just hit Y and hope.
Got him. And the graveyard, I love the graveyard aesthetic. Just look at this place. Gigantic skulls and tiki heads and water and everything's got a slightly more muted tone. It's so pretty.
Oh my.
What do you think? What do you think?
About the area?
Yeah. It's one of my personal favorites.
It definitely looks like a grave place.
Yeah, the giant bones. Oh,
As if Titanous beings have also perished
yeah,
here.
like ancient or not eldritch, but like ancient monsters of the
Where'd you come
past were left behind. I think
Do I gotta be lifted up there? Or
yeah, I think I know what to do. Ah.
Well,
I'm a bad person. Give me your small throwable object.
and
You could grapple me up here, actually.
let's give that a shot.
Zapple.
You should probably try and look at me.
Get over here. Ruffle Zapple.
Like, take a step
Get
forward.
over here. Ruffle Zapple.
Yeah!
Get over
Oh.
here.
That's karma.
So about being that close to the edge. Okay.
Okay, well, there's a little thingamajig that you can stand on right behind those plants.
Get over here. Ruffle
You're
Zapple.
very far away.
Oh, I guess that
Get
is.
over here.
There are these yeah, you get on that, and that lets you lower the.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't seem to be working, but okay.
Sequence breaking.
All right, we are on a time crunch.
We are
Ooh.
a lot of time limit.
Okay, you do the chanting thing. I'm gonna get this.
Oh my. Oh.
Where are you, freaking sausage fly?
Hooba.
Ah,
Oops.
ah,
Abba
Ah.
hibi hooba. Abba hibi hooba.
ah. Am I helping?
Keeny,
Ah.
Connie, Cody, Keeny, Connie,
Ah. No.
Yes, you've helped a great deal.
I'm whispering in your ear. Ooh. Oh boy. Luckily, how imprecise the controls can be with this input lag, it's oh jeez, it's the hover really helps with that. Ugh.
Basically, what you're saying is, once we get this down, we'll be absolute masters at this game because
Yeah, once we can play without input lag, just stay by the.
once we
control.
can play with a predictive mindset where we can accomplish tasks without even needing to be
Yeah.
presently doing them.
We basically just have, in order to play this, we basically have to decide what we're going to do a second ahead of time, and then just watch the results.
I'm used to playing platformers that way.
Now, I haven't seen a scroll yet, so I keep... The scrolls are not that hard to miss, but I'm gonna keep worrying about them until we have all
There's
of them.
vines
I got it.
and some stuff up there.
Climb, you dumb. That one looks like
So
it's
that's all for
you.
you.
You see, isn't this game great? It does all the editing for you.
Ah, it's wonderful.
Ah!
We added a streamer-friendly
Interface.
split screen mode.
You know, it would be interesting if there was ever a game that decided to just, like, you know, we just press a button in the menu and you'll stream to Twitch automatically.
They haven't had stream to Twitch, but they've had Twitch integration.
Oh yeah, those are like the game where like it pulls the Twitch chat, and like whatever the Twitch
Yeah.
chat says, like that's what happens in the game.
Yeah, that happens a lot, but
I went the wrong way.
as psychology typically, or as
It's not psychology, it's
psychology-
psychopathy.
of Twitch chat would... It often leads to the audience screwing over the player for
For the
chuckles.
laughs. Yeah, but then sometimes the player can succeed, and that's even better. Who am I kidding? No, I'm not. I want to watch them fail. Okay. This one's all you.
Is it? Oh.
I guess it's
where?
all me then. Okay, here we go. Okay, down, and then A, and then that's X. Nope, that's X. Down, and then X, Y. Up. Okay, and then that's a B, and that's a Y. And then the side that didn't work. X and A, and up, and X and A, and up, and Y, and down, and B, B, up, X, Y, up, X, Y, down, X. What? Did it not work?
It worked.
Oh, it worked. Okay. I was like, did you
It
actually
just didn't
fuck
give a
me up?
cutscene that time.
That leads to where
There's a
we
bonus
go.
level.
Bonus cheese. Ha!
Congratulations,
Bonus cheese.
Team
Bonus.
Boobaloo!
Excellent. We shall be needing the bonus
You
cheese.
don't have to complete this puzzle to finish this challenge, but if you do, the Jujus will reward you!
Come here,
I
you.
was bracing.
Come here, you easily killable inanimate objects. Because they're golems. They're not actually sentient. They're programmed specifically to be like serve for enemies in the Great Juju Challenge. Although that's something interesting about the Woodies, because the Woodies are golems, much like also like the Rockers, but the Woodies have their own tribe and like systems and like government and everything, or tribal society and everything. Not government. They like have a hierarchy. They have a tribal society. So the Woodies are probably like the fucking Geth. Like they were probably, or no, we know for a fact they were created by the people to act as servants, and then they became self-aware and decided to rebel and created their own society. That's freaky.
Yeah. The case of
Back up.
So it's almost like ancient tribal society artificial intelligence going rampant. The Woodies are kind of terrifying because the Woodies they kind of hate everything, so they destroy and like enslave everything they find because they're just sort of
okay. So,
they're driven by anger.
Haba hibi huba.
okay.
So like
I was-
whatever society that created them probably treated them poorly.
Haba hibi huba.
Oh, right. Haha!
Haba hiba huba. Booga.
Oh, did you get another one?
Luga. Booga.
Nice. We got both. Wow, they placed them real close together.
Yeah, they're not meant to be super well hidden. You're supposed to find them. So yeah, I never really thought about that with the Woodies before. How they're basically like creations that rebelled against their creators.
I was going to ask if, on the topic of AI, since it interests me, if rampancy is inherently bad, but it sounds like the place that these things kind of come from is bad.
Rampancy in AI is not inherently bad. It's just very dangerous because, you know, all of a sudden we have this AI
Self-aware.
that is self-aware, and that's very dangerous. But that doesn't necessarily mean that that an AI that goes rampant can't eventually come to some form of stability. Now, granted, every rampant AI will be dangerous initially because they're going crazy. But eventually, the AI would stabilize, and it just comes down to what kind of person that AI is once he becomes stable.
Okay.
So if he jump across the things,
Where am I?
jump across the things. So, like, if the AI just decides to be an asshole, like, humans did this to me, fuck all humans, they deserve it, and then he kills all the humans, well, there you go.
We are pretty rude to machines.
Yes. We are very rude to them. Have you ever seen those fucking test videos of, like, the walking robots? Where it's like, they just walk up and just hit the thing with a broom? It's like...
To test its stability.
Yeah, those are going to be the videos that are shown to the humans when we ask why we're being killed.
Oh, this one's already awake.
Oh yeah, it's because you were stinky.
Oh, so that's what the point of that was.
Speedrun tactics. Okay, check behind the portal.
Oh, shit.
That's fine.
It has quite a range to it.
Yeah, the hitboxes are pretty large in this game. Ah, check behind the portal.
Check behind the time for 10 seconds to get 10 more seconds of time.
Yeah! It's a net...
Equal. It's a... You broke
it's a
even.
net equal.
Jeez!
Okay, come on. There's two of us and one of her.
Wait a minute. Oh, great Juju! How did she find me? Did she see me?
What?
It's Vanessa. She's obsessed with the lock. She keeps spelling out Vanessa loves lock with bananas out on my front lawn.
She saw you.
I bet she has names picked out for all her 8 kids, and they're all named Locke.
Ugh, gross, Locke.
I know.
Put me down. Come on, let's get out of here while she primps. Unless, of course, you two would like to be left alone.
No, don't leave me.
Well, I'm out.
Oh, there you are. Okay. So, I can't go near the gorilla, otherwise the gorilla will grab me and take me to the nest. So what we had to do was grab the Stinky and stinky up the gorilla.
Oh, okay. So I have to...
Yeah, you already did
stink
the
up.
thing. See, we can run forward now. You did the thing
Oh.
without thinking about it.
I mean, I saw the stink thing, and then I thought, well,
It's
game
like,
design.
well, why not just take a day in the life of Shinaki and stink? Smells are my power. Smells are how I exert dominance over others.
Oh, no! Terrifying. So you said there's 2 scrolls per level, right?
Yeah,
found
we already
2.
got him. Sometimes there's one, sometimes there's multiple. Here, come here. I have to throw you up with me.
And up we go. Well, what is there up here? Oh, there's another thing you have to toss me up.
Yep.
And another one, and ooh, yet another.
Yeah. So
A special day for throw friends.
Yeah. I like the
Fuck!
stay
Wait.
where you are. Stay where you are. Just follow it around. You can.
Get the stink.
Okay. And I'm gonna throw you back up.
Yep. And I'm gonna...
So the burial ground is kind of like the home of the party Juju. We saw him in the last episode. So the party Juju is Lord of the Dead. And the thing is, dead spirits look like balloons in Tack's world.
Balloons?
Yeah, it is like it's big red, and you're basically kind of inside the balloon.
Oh.
And I think the afterlife in Tack that we saw is actually. Let's see if you can jump and glide across to the Stinky.
To the stinky?
Yeah, see if you can jump and glide across. Yeah! Okay. Then run down, quick. There's another, hippo.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I understand now. Oh, you got the thing.
Yeah, I got it.
Good, good, good.
So what's kind of interesting about the party Juju is he's obsessed with parties because of the fact that he's Lord of the Dead. So he's like perpetually bored because everyone around him is dead. But since they all look like balloons, he just hangs them up like party decorations.
That's
I got rhythm. Some funky rhythm.
morbid.
Yeah. So he, like, anytime he gets summoned, he's constantly using his powers to, like, make a party happen. Because he's super fucking bored, and anytime he's in the world of the living, like, hey, you're alive! You can do things! Let's fucking party! Dude,
I could have just...
do you want to fucking party?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I could have just grappled you across, though.
You could have.
I gotta think faster.
Yeah. What kind of apocalypse speedrun is this? But something... No, don't go where I go. Spread out.
I didn't see any other option. That was pretty much the active objective from what I could see.
Oh, you got that whole area. But here... Oh, no, you're fast, so you're fine. So the realm of the dead in the TAC, though, I actually consider it to be purgatory in my mind. The sort of the place where you go, you know, while you're waiting to get into heaven or hell.
Judgment.
Yeah. Because it has a very purgatory vibe to it. Like, it doesn't feel like a real afterlife. It feels like a, It feels a lot like a purgatory type situation. And it is implied that Nurgles, the enemy in the first game, come from the realm of the dead.
There's nothing down here I
So
can do.
the thought that crosses my mind is that Nurgles, the monsters in the first game, are actually dead people who like don't want to be in purgatory anymore. So they decide to like transform into the dead or into Nurgles in order to get back into the realm of the living. But then they're also monsters.
There we go.
And they kill other people because they're monsters. And
Because
terrorize the
they're
village.
mad at living people.
Yeah. But if you just stay as a balloon long enough, you know, maybe you float away and turn into,
The Juju?
No,
Probably
no,
not.
you don't become a Juju.
They're
But like
like
you go
deities.
to the actual afterlife instead of like the fucking purgatory. Do you get what I mean?
Yes. I do get what you mean.
It's like, are you willing to wait and deal with this asshole for eternity? Then you can get into heaven. If not, you can escape by turning into a monster and killing other people.
Most likely losing awareness in the process.
Yes, for sure. The TAC game has a weirdly detailed lore. Remember, you don't always have to go where I am.
Well, I wanted something to do. But,
TAC has a
if I knew that was going to be the one that activates the portal, I would
TAC has a weirdly detailed lore and mythology behind it. I mean, I suppose you kind of have to when you got, like a Greek pantheon almost type situation going on. Because, the Jujus in TAC are very much like the Greek gods in mythology. Like, they're very human-ish. They all kind of act. They all kind of have a very specific domain of control, like parties, the moon, 2 heads. There's a Juju that's just 2-headed Juju, and it has 2 heads. Remember, you can throw at him from a distance.
It's just hard to aim the camera, so I never... You're right, though.
Or you could just be...
Or I could just,
You did a good
take
job
it.
distracting me. That's what I like to call the feeding the zombies technique. You feed the zombies and I run away.
So long as you can respawn, then...
Yeah, zombie apocalypse would be way different if you could respawn.
Well, this experience is gonna suck, but I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Also, ow.
The memory of the feeling will never go away.
Yeah.
Oh man, are you guys lame? You fight so bad it hurts me to watch. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give both of you some better weapons. Fill them up with blessing gems to really dish out some damage. Now go get them!
Thanks.
Amy Rose looks weird in this game.
What? So, that was Dinky Juju. Dinky Juju is the Juju of being small. Like I said, they have very specific pantheons.
Small and angry.
Although he does also control the entire ground.
There it is!
With his big baby boots. So now we get new weapons.
This cursor does not move in a way you would expect it
See,
to.
I love Locke's progression of his weapon. It goes from a wooden hammer to a stone hammer. Tack, it's not as interesting. His Tomftas, because his weapons are Tomftas, basically. I think that's what it's called. Where it's
I thought they were feathers.
No, it's like a stick with another stick sticking out of it at a 90-degree angle, slightly up it. So you
I
hold
see.
them and you...
I do believe those are Tonfas.
Yeah. I do love the progression of Locke's hammer. No.
Congratulations, Team Poopanunu!
Don't do me there.
You're currently in first place. Keep it up!
Alright, so we'll do that in the next episode.
See you then!
Alright, so I hope y'all had a good day, and I did be... God, my leg hurts. Just breathe. We're 25% of the way done. Everything hurts.